the only thing we're responsible for is just, accepting that they want to be externalized somehow. And I think we can limit ourselves sometimes by thinking, well, I'm not a creative type, I'm not a writer, but actually everyone's creative innately. And it may not be that writing is your particular channel. It might be that you are somebody that's more visual, or you're super good at cooking. And so what
Mm-hmm.
you produce on the plate
Mm-hmm.
is this like wonderful, spicy, vibrant paella, or, whatever it is. Like I could never do that. I'm a terrible cook. But, just there's a lot of permission, I guess, to allow yourself to be a messenger, the messenger that you are.
Today I am who I am, and it's very simple, and it's nice to be who you are, no? And I don't say anymore, dare to be. But in this exploration, experience, and practicing to be open-hearted, in conversations, also through the journaling, through those poems, sharing them with the world, it was giving me confidence. So nice to meet you. Nice to have you here, Sam.
Jeanette.
I was looking forward.
Same.
Patricia has spoken very kindly of you.
Oh, how do you know Patricia? That I'm curious
Oh, Patricia, I know her already, I think 2018.
about. Okay.
And I talk to her every week.
Oh, wow.
Every week we have a conversation, heart-to-heart conversation.
Oh,
She joined in 2018 here in Barcelona. When she was here, she joined the Positive Impact Movement, a
yeah,
community I had. So she was in the all the time in the community
yeah,
with me, practicing to be in the heart and having conversations that would, well, expand everyone, no? And
lovely.
when I opened the walls of the community into the movement, basically I closed the community because I think a movement doesn't have to have walls, and
Yes,
I didn't feel I'm a community manager.
yeah.
So we continued. We had a podcast, which is the Positive Impact Talks,
Mm.
which we did, I think, 2 years or 3 years every week. And now we continue having those conversations on Monday.
How wonderful. So you've
Always,
stayed
yes,
connected. Yeah.
yes, yes. Very, very nice. She has my vision. I have hers.
Mm.
We have a common vision of the new earth, and we both have been exploring, experiencing, and practicing
Yeah.
to really be who we are and create what we love. So much of what I am today,
Yeah.
it's because of Patricia and practicing with her and really expanding.
Oh, that's so lovely.
Mm.
And it's just a beautiful feeling in the heart, speaking of hearts, to know that we both have this precious heart
Mm.
connection with the same wonderful woman. So yeah, it already feels like we know each other a little bit,
Yes,
from there.
yes, always. When there is someone connecting us, there's always this flow of energy that also goes directly, no?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So it's really very beautiful. Yes, it's like I would know you, and because I feel your energy, I
Yeah.
feel your heart.
Same.
I love your heart. Yeah, I can really. It's very nice. I can really feel it,
Mm.
and I appreciate you being here with me, co-creating this
Mm.
episode.
Yeah, my pleasure. Same.
Thank you. And well, sharing a little bit also about you. You're not from Switzerland.
I'm not indeed. I'm from Southampton in the UK, but I've been living here in Dornach near to Basel for the last nearly 17 years now.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's definitely home,
Yes,
and
yes.
yeah, my partner and I bought a house here a few years ago now. Gosh, actually, it's getting on for 10 years ago.
Wow.
And so, yeah, actually, especially since we've owned our property here and since losing my father to pancreatic
Mm,
cancer back in
I'm sorry.
2015,
Sorry.
it was a turning point for me, and so people talk about roots as being, where we were born. And of course, I
Mm-hmm.
have roots in Southampton, but really the
Mhm.
strongest pull to my roots is actually right here where I'm
Mm.
living right now. So yeah, I feel like I'm very blessed to have that sense of home and earth
Mm.
in a different country.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I understand. I have that here in Spain.
Yeah.
I'm originally one side Swiss German.
Oh, right.
Yes, I
I didn't
am.
hear that at all in your accent or
No,
anything.
no, because I grew up in Italy first
Um,
until I was 7. I was born in Venezuela. I don't, well, sorry to all Venezuelans. I don't feel Venezuelan.
yeah.
I love the country, but my culture is more, yes, from a little bit from everywhere. And yes, yeah, 20 and a half years ago, I moved to Spain.
Mm.
So yes, I feel it home also. And yeah, I can relate to that.
So which part of Italy were you growing up in?
In the Piemonte,
Okay.
in the north.
Yeah. So not a million miles away then from Switzerland.
No, 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 not at all.
Mm.
No, no, also very close to the heart. My first language, so
Yeah.
very close. And yes, and in Switzerland we lived there 4 years,
Okay.
7 to 11,
Mhm.
and then
Where were you in Switzerland?
in we were living next to Zurich, no, in Rapperswil.
Rapperswil.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wagen,
Yeah.
Jona.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah.
So you
So I'm
traveled around
Swiss.
a
Eh?
bit.
Yes, a little bit. Because of work also a lot. Yeah, I worked there for years, United Nations headquarters in New York, but
Mhm.
traveling a lot to Copenhagen and Geneva.
Mhm.
And well, the first 6 years here in Spain, I was traveling every week to London.
Ah, so you've
Yes,
been to England quite a bit then as well.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. Also,
Wow.
yeah.
So many connections, you know. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
there's so many hyperlinks we could click on right now. We're probably never going to be able to click on them all in our conversation today.
No, no. There's always a connection we can find. Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, so you also have a podcast?
Yes, I have a podcast. It's called Heartgasms.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was one of those things. I had also had another podcast with a dear friend and tribe sister of mine, Megena, which was
Mm-hmm.
called the Untaming Femininity podcast. And we recorded nearly 100 episodes.
Oh,
And it
wow.
was wonderful. And then we both just felt this calling really to do our own podcast. So she has a great podcast called the Life Lessons Lounge. I think it's that. I hope I got it right. And mine, you know what? I knew I wanted to do the podcast, but I wasn't quite sure what name I wanted to call it. And words are like super important for me.
Mm-hmm.
And so one night I was in bed, and when you have those ideas and you cannot sleep or
Yeah.
relax until they've come out of you. And so it was literally just this kind of like heartgasm moment that the word heartgasm came out. There lying in bed, and suddenly everything became clear. I knew I wanted to call it Heartgasms. I knew I wanted to do the episodes out in nature. That hasn't always been practical, by the way. I have,
Mm-hmm.
done quite a few via Zoom, but that was the general idea, and I still do them also in nature. And I knew I wanted to include a poem. I'm a poet. I've been writing every day since 2015.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it just kind of like was born out of this explosion in my heart that wanted me to. So this is what also drew me to have the conversation with you, Jeanette, because I know you're very much a heart woman, and just to trust blurting and heart sharing without having any particular agenda, or oh, I want the audience to know this by the end, or I want them to have this impression of me or my guest. I just wanted to be able to share things from the heart, a little bit like the buzz and the vibe of yours, I believe.
Yes, 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 sure.
And it just got born out of that, and I love it. I really enjoy the podcasting, and yeah, I'm just happy that I stayed with the idea and let it come out of me, and that it has expanded into this podcast. And just completed season 3 recording right now. Going to have a little break, and I've got something cooking up for after the
Mm-hmm.
summer, which I'll
Mm-hmm.
prepare during the summer. So yeah, that's
Very nice, very nice. Yeah, and it's like you're saying when you have those heart orgasm or
yeah,
heart gasms.
orgasms. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and you listen to them, and then you explore them, experience and practice,
Yeah.
they evolve into something you wouldn't have not thought meant.
Yeah.
Plus, they nourish you so much,
Yeah.
because you're learning so much about yourself through what you're doing, through what you're creating, through the
Totally.
heart. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we are our work, aren't we? So
Hmm.
everything that wants to come out of us is because it's serving and also because it's serving us, you know,
Hmm.
like it's
Yes.
this, I feel like it's a co-creation
Yes.
with the universe, with, divine love, divine energy. And our job really is just to get out of the way and let it happen so that
Yes.
the
To let
work
it
can be
flow
there.
through, no? To let it flow
Exactly.
through.
Yeah. And flow is so important, I think. We know when we're out of flow, don't we? Because at least I speak for myself. In my body, I feel like a kind of stuckness,
Hmm.
or I feel like almost like there's this intensity of energy. I'm a
Yeah.
very intense person in many ways, or
Hmm.
intensely light as well. But in my case, then yeah, when it's stuck, I feel like, oh my gosh, there's this like intense thing in me and it can't get out. So usually when I want to move myself again, I physically move myself. So I go out for, a walk to the forest near to my house, or I put on some music and do some Kundalini shaking just to
Hmm.
let the energy kind of shake through my system. But yeah, definitely. And I'm sure, I'm from what I can sense of you, it's probably similar. I'm very aware when I'm not in flow,
Hmm.
and
Yes.
it's a very physical feeling.
Yes. Yes. Now you can feel it. And I'm thinking of the times, I'm remembering of the times when I'm birthing something,
Yeah.
but it's doesn't get out yet, but something is coming, something
Yeah.
is there, because physically you feel it inside, that it's next, it's, I don't know, it's a different type of energy, that it's,
Yes.
and you say, oh, something is coming, I want to get it out, because then I can create, but now I'm it's blocked or not ready yet, so I have to wait and be impatient until I get the insight. But yes, it's an energy that you have within, that it's going to be a orgasm.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and then the other side of things is a bit like I've been writing now ever since I lost my father to the
Mhm.
pancreatic cancer. And I was at the time I was a teacher and I was walking to work after coming back from the funeral in quite a
Mm.
mess, in
Yeah,
grief and sadness and
yeah.
stressed and overwhelmed and everything. And I thought, how am I going to teach teenagers when I'm going through all of these different emotions? How can I possibly show up and do my job when I'm so wrecked with everything
Mm.
that I've experienced? And so, as is often the case in these kind of dark nights of the soul moments, when we're at our most fully vulnerable despair place, often we do get messages and signs. And so I kind of heard a message, if you like. I consider myself to be a bit clairaudient. I hear
Mhm.
messages, and I heard write it down. So there I was, I
Mm.
took my phone, and I was like, because that's the only thing I had to write. And I started to tap, tap, tap into my phone. And I noticed it was becoming kind of poetry.
Mhm. Yeah,
Wow, where's that
yeah.
come from? I mean, I've written a bit as a kid, and I did like come second in a poetry festival when I was like 10 years old. But then I guess a lot of my creative side had, been put to sleep a little bit, gone a bit sleepy. And so it was revived through this very sad time in my life. And, without going into all the details of the story, the poems were just flowing, talking about flow. And I was going through my coaching training at the time. And so I had a bit of a sympathetic audience, but they
Mhm.
encouraged me to share. And so I got a bit of confidence with sharing. And then over time, I realized, wow, just me letting my grief, pain, joy, despair, excitement, pleasure, whatever it is, be, expressed and channeled through words, and then going the next step to actually sharing it aloud was having such a healing impact on myself,
Yes.
and then on those people in my, field that were interested and tuned into message through words. So I've actually since that day written a poem every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's been now like, wow, yeah, nearly 10
Mm-hmm.
years. I'm
Wow.
thinking of having a little kind of event, for 10 years. And I often write more than one. And so whatever I'm doing, even if I can just write a haiku, I write the haiku. Um, but what I wanted to say with this is that I trust actually that I may not have the world's most original idea or the most Shakespeare-like poem every morning when I write. But what I do trust is something wants to be expressed through me.
Mm-hmm.
So even if I'm sat there and I am a little bit stuck, I can write about my stuckness.
Yes,
I
yes,
can
yes,
write about that feeling
yes,
it is to be stuck.
yes.
Often I'm not stuck because I'm kind of used to letting things flow. But so I've learned to trust a lot in, message that spirit wants to communicate. Um, just the fact that there are ideas aplenty in the universe. We're not responsible for them. The only thing we're responsible for is just, accepting that they want to be externalized somehow. And I think we can limit ourselves sometimes by thinking, well, I'm not a creative type, I'm not a writer, but actually, everyone's creative innately. And it may not be that writing is your particular channel. It might be that you are somebody that's more visual or you're super good at cooking. And so
Mm-hmm.
what you produce on the plate
Mm-hmm.
is this like wonderful, spicy, vibrant paella or, whatever it is. Like I could never do that. I'm a terrible cook. But, just there's a lot of permission, I guess, to allow yourself to be a messenger, the messenger that you are.
Okay,
Um,
then. Yeah.
yeah.
I can totally relate to you in the poems because also I write when I journal in the
Yes.
morning, and I wanted to retake it. I have collected. I've been doing it also 2 or 3 years every morning. When I said, okay, any advice for me? I was journaling, and then I write any advice for me, and I get in poem,
Oh,
in
wow.
poem format, I get something that then I read and I say, oh, it comforts me, it centers me, and that I've been sharing in my blog. I had a page before. Well, I had Instagram. I don't have it anymore in Instagram, and then in the blog, I've been sharing those poems, advices, let's say, for
Yeah.
poems. And yes, and they come through the heart, and they're beautiful because when you read them, you say, "Oh, nice." They comfort you,
Yes.
no?
Yeah.
And then you share them to the world because it's. I think I always said, well, if they help me, they might help others.
Totally. There's so many
Yeah,
similarities
yes,
here.
yes, yes, yes,
I
incredible.
feel in really good company right now. Yeah, because I know you get it, because I get it, what
Yeah,
you're saying,
yeah, 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 yeah. And the other thing about that, it was also very nice because they helped me to well, surrender and to dare, because at the beginning I was saying dare to be who you are because there was always some kind of fear. No,
Yeah.
today I am who I am, and it's very simple, and it's nice to be who you are. No, and I don't say anymore dare to be, but in this exploration, experience, and practicing to be open-hearted,
Mm.
and conversations also through the journaling, through those poems, sharing them with the world, it was giving me confidence.
Yes.
No, so they provide you, they center you, and they open your heart in all the everything that relates to opening your heart. So value, confidence, respect, love for you and for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. I especially love what you're saying about grounding, because I
Mm-hmm.
remember when I went through an inner leadership journey a few years ago now, about 6 years ago. But one of the leaders, she always said, look, she gave us these different ways you could ground and stuff. And she said, Sam's way is the poetry. And now, like, it makes sense. Like, when she said that, I didn't see the poetry as grounding, I saw it as an expression. But, with hindsight, I realized that when I write my words and when I say my words, I'm really connecting with me on a deeper level. And
Mm-hmm.
so that is the grounding. You know,
Yes.
I'm back in me, I'm back in my presence, I'm back in my felt sense of my experience and my experience of the world. So, yeah, I can really relate to that grounding piece.
Yes, yes, it's the centering, no?
Mm.
You can do anything during the day, but since you grounded in the morning, through the writing, through the acknowledgement of who you are, no,
Yeah.
through the heart, then during the day you're really here.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Supports in this journey.
Yes.
It's very, very, it's beautiful. It's a starting point to really um, start looking inside, no? Because
Yeah.
we were taught to live from the outside in, and we forgot living inside out. As a kid, we were living inside out, no?
Yeah.
With this innocence and this love, and then shame comes, fears come,
Mm.
and so many things.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you're told, don't talk like this, don't say this, because what they, all those things, no? That you switch from inside out to outside in.
Yeah.
And when you do these kinds of exercises, like painting, journaling, poem, uh, cooking, and also sharing with people, you're actually giving, no,
Yes.
through
Yeah.
your being wholeheartedly. So it starts for you to acknowledge that which you have within.
It totally is. And I love what you're saying there around the gift, offering the gift.
Mhm.
And it doesn't mean, oh, I'm this wonderful gifted
No,
person,
no.
which we all are, by the way. What
Yes.
it means is that something wanted to come through me. Now it's here with me. If I don't give it out in some way, I'm holding on to a gift, you know?
Yes.
And of course, sometimes we can hold on to stuff too. It's not that that's wrong, but there is a kind of like generosity that I believe, is wanted for us, from us in serving by sharing
Mm-hmm.
without any attachment,
No, no.
because sometimes our words don't land, or we're not for every audience, or what's one person's like pleasure is another person's poison kind of thing. So it's not about getting everybody's approval or recognition, just as you were speaking to. It's more around, well, let's put this out there in good faith that those who will want to access this message will do, and that it might serve them in their heart. And then let's let it go after that. That can be
Yes.
tricky. I don't know if it's the same for you, but as a super creative woman, I can get real passionate about my ideas. And like they feel so like visceral and like exciting in my body and lively that there is a bit of an attachment, because of how they feel. And so I feel like my life's journey is feeling that excitement, amplifying the excitement, sharing it, and then letting it go, because something else is going to come.
Yes.
And, it's all kind of moments in time and we're passing through.
Yes. And you have to empty your bowl to let other things come in, no?
Yeah,
To
I
let the
love that.
flow,
Yeah, interesting what you're saying about, emptying the vessel and,
the vessel.
yeah, but it's coming now into the kind of spring summer phase,
Mm.
obviously, where we both are. I guess it's hotter where you are, but I find as a highly sensitive being that water is super nurturing for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As I'm an Aries lady,
Mm.
fiery. I'm not so like super angry or something like that, although I do have my moments, but more my fire is my passion, my drive, my enthusiasm for life, and my sensuality. And of course it's wonderful to have such a strong sense of those things, It's what makes me authentically me. However, I can even exhaust my own self sometimes. And so the emptying the vessel part, for me, the element of water is actually part of that. When I
Mm-hmm.
go for my dip in the outside pool at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, finding that space just to, yeah, slow down and let the water wash over me and cool down a little bit is very much a healing, daily healing ritual of mine in the
Yes,
warmer
yes.
months. Are you the same? Like, what's your element?
Yeah,
And
I
do
was
you?
saying another similarity.
Yeah.
I, well, I'm Cancer.
Okay. That's a water sign, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
but I swim.
Yeah.
I swim 4 times a week
Oh,
at
wow.
least. And swimming, I do it 6 in the morning. And swimming is something that also centers me a lot.
Yeah.
And it's for me like a meditation.
Mm.
And there I'm able to empty
Yeah.
my vessel, my dot. And plus, after I meditate, no, after I swim, when I'm in the shower, so since I emptied, I get many insights
Yeah.
because I'm open.
Yes. Yeah. I'm exactly the same. It's like the things that were clogging up the aura and the energetic field in the course of the day, somehow they just, get cleared, and the energetic body is just more open to receive the
Mhm.
insights.
Yes.
I'm the same. I mean, I take 2 showers a day, and I
Uh-huh.
know, environmentalists that are listening to this podcast are going to be like, "Woman, that's a whole lot of
Well, I
water that you're
swim.
wasting." But I mean, I battle with that sometimes because I am conscious of the fact that, some people can't even have a cup of water to drink. And still, I just know that for me, in the way that I am, that is vital to my survival, that I
Mm.
cleanse my energetic field
Mhm.
twice a day.
Wow.
If I don't, I feel off. I don't
Mhm.
sleep as well, and I
Mhm.
carry, energetic um, remnants of conversations, of interactions, of occurrences in my day that won't necessarily serve me. So I need that.
Mhm. Wow, very, very interesting. Yes. Plus, because you coach also, you're
Yes.
in every day. So yes,
Yeah.
it's a way for you to release um, what's not yours.
Yes. Yeah. And are you coaching? I'm not sure even.
Well, I do counseling.
Yeah.
Mm. And Marilyn, now I do counseling at work with my team.
Wow.
And because I integrate what I call true leadership, love, uniqueness, and co-creation in at work.
So
I'm a
important.
director and head of HR, well, and now manage clients, but everything is people. So
Yeah, I can see that.
everything is
You're a
people.
people magnet woman.
Yeah, people. So, but specifically to the team, to the employees, I have a touch base with them at least twice a month, every two
Mm.
weeks, and then I listen and I hear them and see well, where I can help them, where I can support them and lead them into growing them with who they are and what they love to
Mm.
create, so that they feel grounded
Yes.
and with what they're creating, and through that they can continue growing. Yeah.
So lovely. Yeah, I feel with you, it came through even before. I mean, this is the first time we've met, right? But even before this, when I was looking a little bit at your profile and, sensing a little bit who you are,
Mhm.
I could feel, some people, they talk about their mission and their purpose, and they mean it, but you don't feel it somehow.
Mm, mm,
And with you, I could feel, oh, yeah, this is a woman. This is not just about the words. This is not just about the tags. It's a woman that's actually living her mission and purpose. So I
mm.
really felt the
Thank you.
presence of your mission through
Oh,
you.
wow.
Yeah.
Thank you. I love that. I love that. Yes, I say my purpose is to be who I am and create what I love. No, and
Mm.
and that's the purpose of everyone in this world.
Yeah.
No, because through that we are co-creating and in wholeness.
Mm.
No, and love, respect, and value for yourself and everyone else. No, and so everyone is their own guru, and everyone can thrive
Mm.
through this giving and receiving,
Yes.
wholehearted from everyone to everyone
Yeah.
with their gifts. So yeah, I am the example I want to see,
Mm.
but not from the mind. I am at the end,
Mm.
and I appreciate you saying that. I really
Mm.
appreciate that.
I really mean it. I can feel it, you know. You can feel it again, not just through the words right now, but just through the energy of your being with in the conversation.
Mm.
I can feel where you're coming from, even as you have this very unscripted conversation with me. So yeah, know that it's felt. Mhm.
Mm. So nice.
Mm.
I
And it's
appreciate that.
interesting, yeah, what you were saying around giving and receiving,
Hmm.
again, another kind of parallel or synchronicity, because I'm in the world of Tantra and sexological bodywork and sacred sexuality. So I work especially with women, helping them to tap into their pleasure, to prioritize it because they often struggle with that, and then to experience pleasure in new and heightened ways. And as well as being a practitioner, I have my own Tantra experiences, which are extremely heart opening and powerful, beautiful, loving, conscious, loving experiences.
Mm.
And recently, with a Tantra partner, we were talking about this giving and receiving. And I just had this light bulb moment. And I realized it's a very personal realization, but long before I trained as a practitioner, I received 40 massages from an amazing teacher. And so you can imagine that during this time, each massage is 3 hours, you know?
Wow.
So yeah, you
Mm.
really learn to like fully surrender to your sensuality
Mm.
and to allow blissful, aroused, awakened, loving energy to flow through your body. You know, we talk
Mm.
about Kundalini energy, which you probably know of,
Yes.
come starting at the base of the spine and, you know, moving through the body in order to energize and revitalize you, you know. And so with this Tantra partner, I was realizing aloud that I have really increased my propensity, my ability to give and receive massively. And so sometimes one of my traps in relationship is that I'm prepared to give way more than the other can give, you
Mm.
know?
Mm.
I can receive way more than the other person may be able to give me. And
Mm.
so I'm realizing, and you know, this is actually a very recent realization about the mismatch between what I can bring in and how I can be met sometimes, you know? And so yeah, that realization just made me think about the times when I project who I am on the other person, you know, half expecting or at least wanting that there to be this, you know, immense capacity to both give and receive, you know. And yeah, I'm learning that it's not realistic and that we're all at different places. And this
Mm.
is not a question of good or bad, you
No,
know,
no,
because
not at all.
in many areas of my life I have big struggles and you know and so it's not about that, but in this particular kind of realm, yeah, I realize that I am sometimes um expecting too much there, you know?
Mm.
And
Mm.
and I say that with a softness in my own heart because I realize why. I realize that it's kind of like almost inevitable because who I've become is capable of that, you
Mm.
know? So
Mm.
yeah, just when you said give and take, that's what came up for me.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, but because you have another, I was going to say vision, but no, it's not the vision. It's the yes, it's the your capacity. Your
Yeah,
vision is wider than many people, and so you are in this field
yeah.
with more presence, more yes, with your energy, much more of the energy that others are.
Yeah. And it can be, you know, I realize that the impact is sometimes I have so much I can give, like it's a lot, you know,
Mm.
and like not everyone wants to, needs to, or
Mm.
can receive that amount,
Mm.
and
Mm.
neither should they,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And then like the same the other way back, you know, that not everybody has the bandwidth, the
Hmm.
energy levels, the levels of consciousness or desire or
Hmm.
wish or need to give in the amount that I am able to receive. And so yeah, I guess you know, I'm realizing as I speak aloud right now, and it's really nice to have this, you know, self-realization that I'm actually in a recalibration process. I'm, realizing that I'm absolutely fine the way I am, and I'm so
Mhm.
happy to be like that. And I just cannot, base my relating on who I am, you know?
Mhm.
I have
Mhm.
to I have to just somehow yeah, create even more space for the nuances of capacity that people have. And just accept those, you know? And
Yeah.
it's in particular relationship with close relationships in my
Yeah.
life. It's not so
Yeah.
much, beyond there, but that's what I'm speaking to. It's a very personal thing, but it's great to have the clarity.
It's amazing because it helps you, like you were saying, calibrating. And
Yeah,
it doesn't mean, I think it doesn't mean that you have to calibrate yourself. It's calibrating the relationship, the
exactly.
energy that
Yeah.
goes there, but not what you are actually giving, but how much, maybe in the giving, the same amount of giving is given, but not necessarily only to the person.
Yes. I love what you're speaking
You
to.
know,
Yeah.
it goes out, but
Yeah.
not all the out to the person, that the person is not able to contemplate and to take in because their heart or their body is not ready. But you're giving it out anyhow because you are an amazing, um, I don't know, positive battery that the world requires. And maybe you give it out, but for the person to receive what it's for them to receive.
Yeah, that lands a lot for me. Thank you that you say that, Jeanette. And in particular, the bit around the positive battery. Because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that,
Yeah.
And it's not like I'm not always feeling positive. You ask my partner, not at all. I have mood swings and I'm in menopause right now and like not at all. However, I do have an enormous amount of positive energy in me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you
I
said
can
that
see that.
about the battery, it was again that reminder that it's okay to actually just keep filling up my own battery as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And like just because it's capable of holding a lot, I don't have to just give it out as well. I
Mm-hmm.
can also retain that in me. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was just
Yeah.
another reminder of that.
Yeah. But then, yeah, it's like that. But I also see, and I was not trying to use the word but what I feel is for you not you're not going to give away because you will be, again, what we said before, no, we're a vessel and you will be, your energy will flow in. You
Yes.
won't be empty.
Yeah.
And but through your giving, you're giving so much to the world
Mm.
that it's a pity that you are not giving it. So I
Yeah.
really, I feel like in my vision, what I have is one person is here, but the energy goes like this.
Yeah.
So it really is the person taking what person can take in, but the energy is flowing anyhow.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
it's in the world for others to take,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yes. I do. I know exactly what you mean. And I was also, as you spoke, my eyes glanced into the cupboard behind you and I see this like love on steroids sign. So I was very attracted to that. And like, as I saw that and actually was speaking, it was kind of bringing up in me how we're allowed to love big. And I
Mhm.
do, I can tell you that.
Mhm. Mhm. And
I
that's a
do.
gift you have.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
gift you
It gets
have.
me in all sorts of trouble.
Yes, because people aren't used to that because there's always a lot of mind behind it and blockages.
Yeah.
But when you are love, I am love.
Yeah.
As I know, we both are unconditional love. You can
Yes.
give me so much as you want. I
Mhm.
take in,
Yeah.
and I give you
Yes.
because there's no, surely there is still, but there is more openness in my mind because my mind is serving my heart. So in reality, it's the
Yeah.
heart is open. So the energy is anyhow flowing, a lot
Yeah.
of energy, because I'm very here. I feel it a
Yeah.
lot,
Oh,
no, with
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So love is love, and the unconditional love is so powerful that we can take it. We all are that,
Yes.
But when we have our mind that is limiting us because we have unresolved issues, traumas, and so many things, then we might not be able to take it in because we're not ready
Yeah.
and we're not open enough.
Yeah. And that's the thing, is that, we can't make other people wrong for not being ready.
Mm-hmm.
Even though one of my struggles is I'm quite impatient.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I'm passionate.
Yeah.
But like in close relating, because I operate from my heart center 99% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I'm wanting the other person to be in that heart place with me,
Yes. Yes.
because I can feel and sense the blocks.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, they're not there. That's not them, and that's not their process.
No.
And so, it's this kind of balance of, yes, I can bring in my love and be that field of energy that I am, and come from my heart. And also, so can the other person be not there, be wonderfully loving and lovely, lovable, and okay. It's
Mm-hmm.
like just that constant awareness of um not wanting so much for the other person that they don't yet want or know for themselves, and allowing them their own process.
Yes.
I think that's what I'm saying here.
Yeah.
Allowing and respecting people's own timing and process. Super important.
Very
Um,
important.
Something that I find with clients very intuitive and
Mm-hmm.
natural and easeful. And yet sometimes in relationship, it's challenging. So
Yes.
it's just a reminder to really show up in every field of our life with that same level of acceptance and yeah, humanity.
Mhm. Yes, yes. When it happens to me a lot, and you know what I do? I concentrate on the light I see in the person.
Yeah.
So I go, let's say I don't see, I'm giving anyhow, but in stillness. And then I'm not expressing what I'm giving in with words or with I'm very touchy person, but but I know there's a respect, like you were saying, and not everyone handles so much touchiness or so, but the love, the heart energy,
Mm,
anyhow flows. I let it flow anyhow to the person's light that I see.
mm,
And it's not a light, but it's this essence.
mm. Yeah, I want to speak to that because I feel like you've said something similar to that a couple of times, and I haven't picked up on it on our conversation, but I heard it. And what I'm hearing is that um, it doesn't need to be necessarily communicated in words or made explicit, or it doesn't need to come with any condition or framing or anything particularly tangible. It is just enough that we are the energy that we are, and we
Mhm.
allow that to dissipate and to spread out, into our environment. And that's the power of our love, right?
Yes, that's our positive impact.
Mm.
And it's when we are allowing ourselves to be. That's why I don't want you to hold anything back, because I need your positive impact. This world needs your positive impact.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because this battery, so don't stop it, but like you're saying, yes, don't necessarily express it,
Yeah,
but give it anyhow.
exactly. I feel that. And I would, talking of expression, I would love to express a poem here if
Mhm,
there's
mhm.
space.
Oh, yeah.
And so I haven't chosen a poem. So what
Yeah.
I sometimes do is just go, I have all my poems in my phone, but I'm wondering whether you give me a word, if this is
Mhm.
okay. I'm not like trying to like hijack your podcast.
No, no, Sam, this is a co-creation.
Yeah.
It's not anything else. It's nothing is it can go anywhere, wherever we take
Super.
it.
So then in that case, Jeanette, tell me a word, any word, and let's see what comes. And I will read. This is scary because it could be any poem. I'll read the first poem that comes that has that word in it.
Um, many things, many words came, but the first word that came was wisdom.
Wisdom. Nice. Oh my gosh. So I have to ask a question before I share this one
Yeah.
because this one is very intimate
Mhm.
in its nature. So you can give me a yes, a thumbs up or down, and if it's a down, I'll go for the next one on the list.
Well, it's who you are, and people can always turn off the podcast at this moment in time
Okay.
if they decide.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's who you are. So we're here,
Oh
taking it in
gosh.
without the mind.
Okay. So the first poem that I came across in my phone
Mhm.
is called Pearl of Wisdom. You are my touch point, my activator, my animator. You are my knowingness, my dolphin leap, my power button, a pathway to my pleasure, a shortcut to my confidence, my playful potency. You tingle with my nipples in innocent resonance, propelling me to new heights of awareness as I surrender to your liveliness. When I feel in to the pure white flames of your conviction, I'm aware of a force far bigger than me, far greater than us, far more loving than we could ever think possible. A force that simmers like a spicy paella, longing to be savored on a slow and sultry summer night. A force that is beyond our control and that simply longs for our fruition. Precious little love button, bearer of almighty message.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
So actually it was intimate, but
No,
it wasn't too risque at the same time, right?
no, no, because it's at the end, wisdom and our inner wisdom, our it's like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And
It's a button, it's a powerful sharing and
you know,
beingness.
yeah, and I think like it's important to say that our most intimate areas of our physical being is where we are most in contact with our
Hmm.
essence.
Hmm.
And so if you're listening to this conversation and you feel in any way out of connection with the most intimate parts of your sacred, beautiful body, listen to that knowing in you. Listen to that knowing and take the time and care to begin to rediscover that most fundamental, beautiful, pure part of yourself.
Yes. Beautiful, Sam. Thank you. Thank you
Mm.
so much. It's a nice way to end our conversation,
Yeah.
our co-creation. And I really appreciate your energy, your positive battery, and no, your infinite power of being, and your strong and passionate um, being and inspiration and empowerment for so many. I appreciate that, and I'm really very thankful for having you here, and for co-creating with me, and for me to learn more about you and more about what you create.
Mm. And I want to say a heartfelt thank you to you because I can hands down say I've been on many podcasts and this has been the most disarming, welcoming, natural conversation I know we're recording right now, but honestly, there's very few times that I've actually even thought about the recording, which says a lot about you as a host. And yeah, just this way you have. I mean, we have lots of similarities and parallels. And I found your warm bath of spacious, yeah, heart energy very, very soothing and opening. So thank you for allowing me to co-create with you. And I look forward to having you on my podcast
Yes, I will
later on
be.
this year.
I will be, I'm sure. And continue co-creating with you. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. Love you.
Love you.
And please continue like that.
Thank
Love
you.
you.